Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 12th and final week of Rapid Implementation 37. And as always, we are going to start with any wins. Yes, Jay.
I closed a deal with a client this week, actually yesterday, for about $1,100 in MRR. So that was great for this week.
Cool. Well done. Anybody else with a win? Cora's got a win.
Raised her hand.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, it's not a win yet, but my first webinar is being scheduled tomorrow. And I have about 28 registrants so far. So
well done.
We'll see.
Nice. See, I love webinars and seminars because that's 28 sales hours in an hour.
Right. And I'm not worried about the restaurant bill. Well, although I am doing a Grubhub gift certificate, but I'm getting marketing dollars for it as well.
Okay, even better.
But it is a lot different than, you know, showing up at the restaurant. So if they don't show up, you know, but they all look good.
Yeah, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So 28 people. Okay, anybody else with some wins? Nobody?
Nobody.
They're just being shy.
Yeah. It's our final week. We should have loads of wins.
There's
I don't have
nothing
a win.
about me, but we had some.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Eric
Emily.
was talking.
I said there's really nothing shy about me, as y'all can tell already, but we did have a few wins this week and glad to see those coming in. One of the other things that I'm most excited about is we're doing a webcast tomorrow in conjunction with, believe it or not, part of our HR team out of our corporate office, and talking about the security issues related to people coming back to work. And right now we've got close to 60 people that have signed up. So we're excited about that. And that's tomorrow.
Cool. Good. Anybody else with some wins?
Didn't Eric raise his hand or start?
I was just gonna say, yeah. I was just gonna say that I mean, I got my online shop and all up and running, and I got the one prospect that pushed the appointment till this Thursday. And I also got another prospect that was referred to me from a third-party vendor anyway. So I got them on the online shop, and it looks like they're looking, and I'm excited about that. And they're actually looks like they're going back at it several times. So it's pretty exciting to see. I got a meeting, a virtual call on Wednesday. So
Awesome. Cool.
So
Gary,
I
you had
Check that off.
Yep, I had a client, a prospect, it should be, that I've been working with since December. They've come back to me, and now I heard from them again this week, and they're very serious now. They're about 29 employees, legal firm, which is in our wheelhouse, and the guy has expressed multiple times he'd love to work with us. Pricing issue, I didn't lower my price, so but I offered him some additional bells and whistles. So that's where we're going with that. Hopefully he'll be able to sell it to his bosses.
Cool. Jeremy, you had your hand up as well.
Yes, we just got the contract signed back this morning. We just done 2,000 in MRR for one of our customers out on the West Coast, and someone actually in the Robin Robbins forum recommended a company to outsource this to as well. And they haven't gone on site yet, but everything we've seen from them and chat with them has been really good. So that's been like a double win.
Cool. Excellent. Brian, you got one.
Yeah, I actually had a
I don't know if it's going to turn into much, but it was just kind of fun for me. An old coworker of mine who works for a competitor, one of their clients isn't happy, and he handed them my business card and said, give him a call. So I actually have a follow-up call scheduled with them. It's a city municipality just outside of town here for 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Excellent. Cool. So now we're picking up. You see, now we've got some wins coming in. Just a little bit of a slow start to get going. Okay, anybody else with some wins?
How about yourself, Mark? Look at that haircut. You didn't have to do it yourself, huh?
No, barbershops have opened here in Texas. Bars opened on Friday. We are fully up and running. I know youth camps and everything will be opened up by the end of the month. So everything will be open in Texas by the end of this month now.
Lucky
restaurants.
Dog. That's awesome.
Restaurants are sort of 50+% capacity now and can go up to 75, I think, next week, not this Friday, the Friday after. So gyms have opened already, hairdressers, as you can tell. So yeah, most places are open here. Most places are opening in Tennessee. So southern states, it's starting to creep back up, you know, up to the northern states. So it's not going to be long. We have zero increases in any sort of, you know, cases, etc. with all that opening. So cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're a couple of weeks behind you, but even in California, we're starting to open up slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're Tesla and then you just open it. What the hell?
Oh, I like what Cora said in the chat.
You did.
True
story.
Flew to Texas. You've got to go. If you want to go to a bar, you've got to come to Texas. So, yeah. I am even thinking of driving all the way down to San Antonio, which is about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour trip for me, just so I can go to a bar. Get a good margarita down there.
Oh, he get a haircut.
He lives in Texas.
Oh.
I just want my hair done.
I know, right?
Come to Texas, Emily.
All of our barbers and salons are open, but they're booked for like the next 3 months solid.
Yeah, well, see, Kelly, my problem with my wife normally cuts my hair. I've got the clippers, but she's 5,000 miles away and her arms don't reach that far. So, yeah, she's been in the UK for the past 10 weeks. So, and it's going to be another 6 weeks before I can get there.
Yeah, barbers and salons are the next toilet paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was weird because they make you wear a mask. You know, most places in Texas don't bother, but in there they made you wear a mask, and they were selling them. If you didn't have them, I had one. But then it gets awkward when they're trying with the clippers because they got to unhook that from your ear, but keep the mask on, and then do the clippers, and then put it back and get around the other side and do it.
I got to find me a Darth Vader hat to go walk around in. I think that'd be a good kick. Yeah.
And put a mask on the outside of it.
Yeah. I was going to wear my Scream Halloween mask. You'd see if that would. Any more wins? Any more wins?
One thing that
I'll do one.
Was a loss that I could use a little input on. So I had another client referral been working with, and they had a pretty significant security breach. They got crypto locker with their old IT people. They hate them. I gave them a proposal. We came as a referral from someone that they trust. And when it came down to it, our security stack includes Webroot. They blame Webroot, which their CFO, their financial guy, set up and installed and didn't probably manage correctly. So they blame Webroot, and we're a Webroot company. That's our security stack. So we had to basically come to agreement that we're not a good fit for each other because they refused to go near Webroot and blame it totally.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand their point of view, and it would probably be hard to change their mind because in their eyes, I'm not an IT guy, and so it should have default out the box, protect me from this stuff. Now you could have gone back and said, hey, it was probably set up and, default out the box, it does do this, but then somebody went and undid it, or you didn't have the correct product and you're comparing apples with oranges. But at the end of the day, you would either have to give and change to a different one, which you're not comfortable doing, or walk away. And me personally, I would have walked away. It's not the fit, it's fine.
Yeah, I tried to explain to them, look, if you built a house for someone and they described that they want you to use specific tools, your guys are not going to do a great job with it. It's their tools. And I had to tread lightly on blaming the configuration because it was done by the person I was quoting to,
Right.
Yeah. And like I said, their point of view is it should protect me from certain things by default out the box. And so you were correct in walking away politely. You haven't burnt any bridges, and at some point in the future they may come back. But not everybody is right for you. I turn clients down all day long, or prospects down all day long because they don't fit our wheelhouse. And so that's a good lesson to learn. It's a very hard thing to do, is turn somebody down for the first time, where you could have tried to get them, but now you're in this position where you're making more of these decisions. It'll get easier from now on as well to turn people down when they're not a right fit, and take the ones that are, and then you'll have less problems further on down the road because you're only taking clients that you want rather than anybody that can write a check. So it's actually big progress, Gary. So well
yeah,
done.
I know I made the right decision on it. I just wish I could have convinced them better that it wasn't WebRoot that was the issue.
No, and that's fine, but your job isn't to try and convince everybody that WebRoot is great. That's WebRoot's job. And at the same time, your job now is to cut them free and go on get more marketing done and more appointments and spend your time doing that stuff, moving on to the next one. That's why I always tell people, if I tell prospects that yes is good, but a no is good too. At least I know where I stand and I can move on, and I'm not wasting your time and my time. So it's fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Gary, this
Sure.
is Emily. We had one this week that we stepped away from. It was a lead that came into us. They contacted us about 2.5 weeks ago. It's a multi-location dental office. And after meeting with them, we thought we were going to have some good opportunities with it, till we figured out that they're more interested in what their new facility is going to look like, what chairs they're putting in there, what the color scheme is, than even getting their old Windows 7 workstations up to par, and they do have to be HIPAA. So it was one of those discussions that we had to have internally. And, when you're not going to be able to change their mind, they just wanted us to hook into what they already had. It's too much risk in that. And that was one of the things that in some of our conversations in this accelerator group and through Robin Robbins, that we had to figure out that it's okay to say no. So,
Yeah,
when
often it's much better to say no than to say yes.
Right. And so what we did to kind of save face was we just jacked the price up to something we knew they weren't going to accept anyway, because the risk was too high.
I mean, I have turned around and said, look, I don't think we're a fit. I think you've got your ideas and your way that you want to go, and we've got our culture and our way that we do things. And, not everybody is a fit for each other, just the same as in real life. And, I think you're great, but I'm going to have to pass. But the other way is, of course, double your price as normal. And if they're willing to pay it, then yeah, I'll still take them on because I'm making that profit for it's the Peter tax that you're charging them there. So cool. Jim, you had your hand up.
How you doing, folks? Sorry I was late today. Gary, one thing, and you and I can talk about this offline. The only ransomware thing that's happened to any of my clients in the last couple of years, it was protected by WebRoot, and I promise you that we had it set up correctly. It's just not capable of catching everything, just like everything else. But we added some stuff to the security stack. So I'll get with you offline and tell you what we did. It's an add-on product, and you charge for it, and it's a good profit. So I'll tell you about that later. Wins. Ran the QBR campaign. I think I may have said this last week. I just have listed this, but I ran the QBR campaign for the first time and got 6 appointments in 5 minutes.
Cool.
It's just like, what? After our meeting in the Accelerators Club, I was talking about a new client that we got, and they asked me how much we were charging per seat, and they were concerned that our profit margin was too low. So I took all the metrics that everybody said that we should hit and went back and did an analysis of it and found out that we're even better than what people were recommending. So we keep our costs really low, and it was really good to learn that. Picked up about another $300 in MRR, and I have a meeting this afternoon with the Volusia County Chamber of Commerce. That's over in Daytona, and I was referred there by one of my best clients who thinks that I can do really well there. So I'll have a new JV partner there. That's it.
Awesome.
A big win for us is we've completed the rapid implementation workshop, and it's been very useful. So thank you. I just want to say thank you. And that's a big win for us.
Cool. It's not finished yet. We've still got 45 minutes to go and an essay to do and a 90-day checklist to complete. So not finished yet.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I don't want people getting ahead of themselves, though, Sylvia. So, yeah. Which brings me on to sharing my screen and my normal housekeeping, that you get fed up of me coming up with this every time. However, we do have 3 more days until the essay. So on Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time, before you all rush off for your Memorial weekend, make sure that you've done the 90-day checklist and you've sent your essays in. So Friday, May the 22nd at 5 p.m. Central, 90-day checklist. How are we doing on this? I'm seeing lots of gaps. I'm seeing some big gaps in some places there shouldn't be gaps. I mean, are we all just not checking things off and we're actually doing these things? Or are we? Yeah, because I've got like loads of people not doing the prospecting campaign, and got a few people here not doing the drip marketing. I got lots of people here just not got anything done. Drip marketing, we can get going quickly. So you've all got between now and Friday. I just opened up a new, I've got to double check that I've opened it up yet, because I was going to send there is now an exclusive club, Accelerators Club exclusive content, as well as the Producers Club now. And in there is the recording for the drip marketing workshop I did for boot camp. So you can go back through and you can implement that drip marketing. We did that in 2 hours. It'll probably take you another hour or so more to get it all finished off. But there you go. You can have that. That's in there. I will check in a minute if you do you see the Accelerators Club exclusive content menu, submenu under that menu? I could just go in and have a look, couldn't I?
I'm seeing it.
I see it.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I did open it up. So you've got access to that then. So Accelerators Club, exclusive club content. You can get these 2 drip campaigns, 2 columns checked off this week. Like I said, we did it in 2 hours. It'd probably take you another hour maybe to finish off the print newsletter. But then you should be good to go. Get those out the door and we can check those 2 off. Quarterly marketing plan, referral program. Eric, I'm checking your online shock and awe because you did it. Where'd you go, Eric? There you are. He's checked it off. So still got a few people need to check the shock and awe. Phone lines, phone answered live. Got quite a few people, those. Prospecting campaign. Need some website lives, and I need some of these things finished off. So you've got 3 days. to get them all finished off. I don't see anybody's going to have any big problems, so you should be able to get them all done still. Still do the essay, still send everything in, okay, by Friday. Even if you haven't finished all these off and you've still got a few to go, you've got the weekend to do it. We aren't going to be looking at the essay, so not till Tuesday. So you've got that Memorial Weekend to finish off some of these checklists, but get the essay in. So under resources, you'll want the 90-day checklist and the information in there. You want that contest entry form and the rules, etc., are in that part. And then have a look at the winning essay examples, and you will see what other people have written in before.
I even added a few of the recent ones, so you guys have a lot of examples. Yeah, I added the last 3, I think.
Cool.
The other day. Oh yeah, I was working on Sunday, Mark. Yeah.
I did see the messages, but I was otherwise occupied. So yeah, we've got those in there. We've got lots of winning essays in there now for you to have a look at as well. So
Mark, where did we go again? If I just type in 90-day contest, it should come
no,
up.
you want to be in Rapid 37 Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in our group with the 90-day contest, under resources, you want the 30 and 90-day checklist and implementation contest information.
Got it. Home and then resources. Thank you.
Yeah. Resources tab, and there it is.
And Mark, ask a question.
Yes.
This is Emily. We went ahead and checked off our shock and awe box, but it is not completed. What I did was I took my Robinized dollars that I got from the boot camp, and that is what we've purchased with it. So we're setting up our time to be spent with them. So.
Oh, okay. So you've done the done for you one, yeah?
Yes, that's what we're doing on that, but we're not finished with it. But
That's
we went
okay.
ahead and marked it on there. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll let you do that because you're working with the team, so you're getting it done, and you spent the money to get it done, which means you'll get it done.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or the online shock and awe is will work as well if you've got the online shock and awe set up. More than happy to do that. Yeah.
Hey, folks, where were the examples of the essays? I can't.
Under resources, a bit further down, you'll see RIW winning essay examples.
I'm not seeing that in mine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row down on the left.
If you're 4 across.
I don't have 4 across. I have 3 across.
It's further down.
But I'm okay. I'm looking. There we go.
There we go. See, cool. Any other questions on the checklist? Get the essay done, please. Get those results in. There's challenge coins. Don't forget you're competing against the Wednesday group as well. So it's not just each other. It's everybody that was at the workshop with you. So make sure we get the results in. Lots of people have had some good wins over time, so got a really good chance of getting the first prize. The challenge coin, the gold coin, as well as the second or third prize as well. So get those done, but more importantly, get the 90-day checklist done, because that is going to set your company up to be successful, okay? We give you these 90-day checklists and we make it a contest for some fun, but the critical thing is to get it done. Even if you don't get it done by Friday, please make sure that you finish it off. Make that one of your key initiatives in your weekly accountability groups to get this finished off and make sure they hold you accountable and get it done. Because that way you definitely will have the success that you need to grow the company. Like I said, we've seen people already here been closing deals this week, last week, few weeks. So it does work, trust me. And I just need you to implement it and keep it going so that you get the success that you need and that you deserve. You put all the hard work in, so we can do that.
Hey, Mark, I'll also just remind everyone that when you're looking at the 30 and 90-day documents, that under the contest or the checklist, it does show that everyone who submits their essay on time, everyone who does that will get Robin Bucks. And so if you place, you get more Robin Bucks, but if you turn in your essay, even if you don't place for second or third, you'd still get 100 Robin Bucks. So there's a lot of good reasons to do it. And I may be looking at them over the weekend, but I'll be making sure that they don't come in after 5:00:01
on Central Time.
Yeah, Central Time. Yeah. So
Central Time.
4:00:00.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, just remember to get those done. Going through the homework, please, if you haven't done it already, complete the post-rapid implementation survey, because we do see how much you've increased, and we do like the feedback. You know, give us the good and the bad feedback. We've had, you know, the reason your Accelerators Club membership includes one-on-ones on the online shock and awe was before we were giving that, there was a lot of people, you know, saying that they wish that they had more one-on-one coaching as we were going through the program and going through Accelerators. So we do take that feedback that you put in those surveys, and we do try and, you know, enhance the program, both the Rapid and the Accelerators side. So do that. Please make sure that you update your client success scorecard as well. You should see a nice points increase. And a few other things. So I've seen a couple of questions as well. You know, should we still do the essay even though we haven't gained any new clients? Yes, you should still do the essay. It's more about the journey. It's not necessarily just on the results. It's all about the journey and how you've increased. And we do look at the results in a proportion to company size as well. So it's, you know, if you're a $50 million company, then obviously you're going to do better than a $300,000 company. So we're looking at the, you know, relative increases as well. And it's just worthwhile when you start looking at when you start doing the essay and looking at where you were 12, 14 weeks ago compared to where you are now. It's a huge, especially, I mean, you guys started this right smack at the beginning of the COVID crisis. You know, we were a couple of weeks into it when everything started shutting down all over the place, and made it really, really hard for you to get that success. But you still, you know, people have still had success with clients, and nobody's closed shop. Everybody's kept their business going. Everybody's done well, and looking to come out now is the light at the end of the tunnel. So you're in a great position compared to where you were even, you know, 14, 16 weeks ago. So it's amazing when you start looking back and documenting that journey, then you start to appreciate how far you've actually come. We see it because Debbie and I, you know, we're on Rapid 37. We see this all the time, but you don't see what we see because you're buried in the weeds, so to speak, and you've all made great progress. And we don't want that to stop just because, you know, we finished the Rapid. You're now in with your Accelerators groups and eventually into Producers Club, and just keep putting these principles in place. So keep doing the weekly prospecting campaign, keep doing, you know, your webinars, Cora, keep doing your tech tip and your drip marketing and all those things. Well, just keep doing those and get better and better at them, and you're going to see results, especially coming out the other side of this COVID stuff now. As people start going back to work, they're going to want people, and you're in the ideal place to gain new clients then. And now on to the next one. What do you need help with? So I'm actually going to stop sharing so we can have a discussion. But Cora, again, you just messaged me. So you've got a postcard question. So.
Yes, Tom, you can answer the question.
So Mark, so working on the postcard, the tech tip postcard. I was on the phone with Jen yesterday, and when you originally described the postcard to us, you said to us, use the same postcard just like Bed Bath & Beyond does every month, same thing. And what she's recommending is that we pick 3 different postcards and rotate them around. So what would be the better way to go here?
I want you to, so whichever one will get it done is the short answer. That's what everybody, that's Robin's answer. He said, what's the best marketing campaign I should choose? And her answer is whichever one is the one that you will do. It really is up to you. The thing is, the more postcards you choose, the more upfront work you have to do. Yeah. Because you've got landing pages for each of those. I want them going out the door last week. Right. Okay, so if you just get one going for now and change them out later on, I don't see a problem. If you do have a problem, let me know, because I'll make sure there won't be a problem. So you know, we want you to get things going, and we want it going out the door. And at the moment, the easiest way to do that is pick one. Get that landing page set up, get everything set up, and get that going for the next few months, okay? Then you can come back and start changing some out or add in a second one or a third one, yeah?
Yeah. Well, the Done For You postcard, the option they have is a 1-year commitment, that's it. So once you get in, you're in for a year, so.
Yes, but you don't necessarily have to use the same postcard for a year.
Okay.
Just commit.
Yeah. You're committing, they're waiving the fee, because the setup fee, because they're saying, hey, I'm going to do this for whatever time. But yeah, and if you get any pushback on that, Tom, you let me know, because I'll take care of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mark, I had a question and ask combo. So, you know, I did the survey earlier this morning for, you know, that you were talking about. And the number one thing I put was a benefit was time with Che. He's just phenomenal. And then to your point about, you know, with the COVID-19, not diving into campaigns nearly as heavily as we would have. One, here's the question part is, what are our options for one-on-one time with Che after our included portion expires? And two, could we get an extension on that period of time, given that we didn't get to utilize that as much as we would have for the whole group? Yeah. RIW 37, that is. Yeah.
Yes. So unfortunately, everybody loves Shay, and we haven't found a way to clone him yet. So, and he is our, you know, he's our primary Sherpa for Rapid people. So your time with Shay is probably more limited. However, what you're doing now is moving over to Infusionsoft support. So as you have a question, you email them. If they feel that it's better to do a one-on-one, they will do a one-on-one with you. It's part of your own. Now, I can't guarantee it'll be Shay. It could be Scott. And Scott is great. I mean, he heads out the whole of the Sherpas and used to be an MSP. So, you know, we've got a great team. So I know you've dealt with Shay, and Shay really is great. But I don't know that you'll get much more with him, because he's dealing, like I said, with the next batch of Rapid coming through and things like that. But we've got a great team, and you do get all that support. So, you know, they will, 9 times out of 10, they can fix it quickly or answer your question or get it set up for you just via the email. But those times where they need to explain it, teach you, show you, help you, or whatever, is that side of things. And then you do have don't forget, you have the Run For You option. Yeah, it's an additional $9.97 a month, but you do get all that. Now, again, I don't know who the Sherpas are in those ones, but they are really great. You know, our team, everybody on our team is Infusionsoft certified as the Sherpa, and, you know, and goes through all our training on top of that. So you're definitely not going to go wrong with the Sherpa. You know, we get great feedback all the time of all the Sherpas, but that is an option instead of you hiring, is that they will, you know, do the Run For You side of things. They'll get your campaign set up. You know, they'll send all your forms off to Vertical Action for the website and all those things. They'll get all, and they'll import your contacts and tag them correctly and do all those things. So you won't even have to spend as much time with the, you know, with the Infusionsoft support, but you do have that Infusionsoft support and you've got that, like I said, all the run for you side of things.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that would work. It's good to know there's a path. So being that I have Sam as a marketing manager, I think the Infusionsoft path, and then if they can't figure it out, having a path there works for us.
Yeah, that will work. I mean, any questions you want, any help you need with setting things up, don't forget you've got to finish that checklist. Jeanette covered that last week. You've still got a few more items to finish off on the checklist, and then you get your 1,000 MatBucks credit, where you can buy other campaigns in the future as well. So you don't need to use that credit for support. That you're paying for that already, but you do have those $1,000 for future campaigns and those type of things. So use that. You've got the training in the dashboard as well. The Infusionsoft training, there's on-demand stuff, and just when they do their launch parties for new campaigns, just go to it, because you learn so much there as well. They really do. In Producers Club, we do a map workshop on the first evening of Producers Club for about 2-3 hours, and we get a full room because it's a new campaign and they step them through. They give them all the instructions, everything you get in there, but Jeanette is literally taking them through step by step, implementing each of those campaigns as they come out. So go to those launch parties. They may be a couple of hours or an afternoon, but they will walk you through literally click by click, step by step, for launching those new campaigns as they come out.
Definitely. Good to know, Mark. We'll attend those as they pop up. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, I got an issue, an ongoing issue here. For weeks now, we've been trying to find an appointment setter. And I bet you we've gone through 600 resumes. And just maybe 15 or 20 of those were worth reaching out to, but nobody's gotten past the second step. There was one person that we sent the, I can't remember the name of the document, but the document where they have to, list all the people that they've ever worked for and what they did for them. And we thought that she was going to be a good fit, but she didn't bother filling it out and sending it back. So that's holding up everything else too.
So that shouldn't hold. Don't let that hold you up. First of all, okay. I would rather, and please don't take this as the preferred method. This is the least preferred method, but it's still better than not doing anything. I would rather you send a campaign without telemarketing follow-up than not sending one at all. If you don't enter, you can't win. Okay. Your response rate is going to be way, 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 way down. Okay, right, without the phone call follow-up, but it's still better than nothing. Now, the ideal thing in that situation, and this is what we devised with the aspirin campaign, because when I built that with Robin, it was working around, one-man shots, etc. It had to work for everybody. And so the voicemail scripts before and after hours work well. Again, they are not going to be as good as a live telemarketer, but they are better than no phone calls at all, okay? Especially when it comes from the CEO, and especially if you use Turbo Dial to do that pre-recording of your voicemail. It's the same voicemail, and you can get those 25 calls done with Turbo Dial in about 10-15 minutes at the most, because you load it up and click the button, away you go. But even if you did it manually with a soft phone or a normal phone, you'd probably still get them done in 35, 40 odd minutes, those 25 a week, each time. So do those 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 p.m. at night, whatever you want to do is still better than nothing. The problem that you're going to have now, even though it's an employer's market, there's 33 million unemployed. You're going to have 31 million apply for every job that hits Indeed, Monster, and everything else out there, especially in these type of roles where degrees aren't required, and those it's not a specialist role so much. So how did you do the job ad? Did you use the one from the Appointment Generating Miracle?
Yeah, I think so. We used something from Robin Robbins, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might want to tweak it slightly, and you know, for people who say that it's people that you have you know, experience working in a call center, an outbound call center, or experience in appointment setting is required. Okay,
that's in there. And people, people are so desperate they're just ignoring it.
Yeah, but sometimes, like Indeed used to be able to add a little questionnaire or poll, or they had to check a box to say, I have these requirements before it would submit their stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So you can have a look at that. It's been a while since I've been in there, but that's what I vaguely remember. And yeah, if people are not bothered to respond back within 24 hours of the questions you ask them, then don't bother.
Yeah, we're not. It's just been.
So you've just got to go through. You've just got to go through quickly. It's going to take time, but I mean, I literally would throw a resume out. You know, if the period was upside down. You know, anything. If I didn't like the look of it, I didn't like the font, I didn't like the whatever it was, I didn't even bother wasting my time reading it because there was so many of them. Right. You've just got to say no, 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 no. Oh, hang on, I'll put that one to one side and have a closer look.
Yeah, that's what Ginger, my office manager, has been doing, and
mm-hmm.
once she sets one aside, then we both sit down and have a look at it.
Yeah,
and then decide if we're going to proceed. So, yeah, it's frustrating, but we'll keep plugging away at it. Oh,
any
Gary,
other questions?
Gary, check your text. I just sent you a message. Oh, somebody asked about hiremymom.com. We also signed up for that. We haven't gotten anything back from that yet at all.
All right.
But it looks like a great idea.
It will. I mean, I guess these are not normal times, so you know, we'll have to see. But yeah. Okay. Any more questions? Any more?
I got one.
Yes, Jay.
I sent out the one shot email, and I got a very low open rate. But is it I mean, would you recommend sending again or not doing anything with it? Or, I mean, I sent this to my existing clients, and I think if they would really take a look at it, they would be interested in what I sent out. But
what did you send?
It was the one about the VoIP.
Okay, so second request. About when did you send it?
Last week.
Okay, so yeah, now's a good time to send exactly the same, but prefix the subject with second request.
Okay, I'll do that.
And maybe you put the first line, hey Jay, you may have missed this last week, especially with all the craziness going on.
Okay.
And then that email. Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
And then I would even do a third one, final request. You'll get one or two, you know, in another week's time, final request.
Okay.
Any other questions? Anybody need help with anything at all? So normally our next steps would be to transition you into the Accelerators Club and into your groups. But as you know, we moved you in your groups early due to the COVID, so you get all the help there. And you've got some great coaches. Is anybody having any issues with their groups, or anybody having a really great time with their group as well? I go both ways. Cora's got a thumbs up. Brian's got a thumbs up. Yeah, Sylvia's got a thumbs up. We got a lot of thumbs up. Good. So a lot of people doing well with their groups. Yeah. So the next goal for some of you, and there's only one or two of you, is to be like Ryan and purchase MAP Infusionsoft to increase your increase your opens and your marketing and managing all those clients. And then the goal for everybody is really to get you into Producers Club. Okay, so we work with your coaches. Your coaches give us feedback every week on how, your attendance, how you're doing, how your goals are getting on. Are you achieving them? Are they seeing any issues? And your coaches, and I watch the call recordings as well. We get the call recordings come through, so we watch those. So your coaches make recommendations, and then we invite you to Producers Club. Now, some of you, that can be as little as 2 or 3 weeks, and others it can be as 2 or 3 years. The pace is up to you, and of course different sizes of companies and getting these things through. But eventually you will want to go into Producers Club, because we get a lot more people, as you've seen from some of the exclusive Producer Club videos that we give you. But we get a lot of great people that come in to help us, not just on sales and marketing, but on business growth, and not just a presentation like you see in boot camp. It's a lot of workshops, one-on-ones. We've done Pumpkin Plan with Mike Michalowicz for a year. We did Top Grading with Jeff Smart for a year. Each of the meetings, it was a half-day workshop every quarter to do all those things. So they are that's where you eventually want to be. And of course, you want to drive away with a $150,000 Aston Martin or whatever the car is going to be. But that's where you make the big leaps in your business. But you guys, you've gone through the rapid. You've got all the principles now. You've got all the same tools that the Producers Club members have got. So now you've just got to be consistent with this marketing. So everything that we've had you do, you've got your 12-month custom marketing plan. Make sure that you're doing everything above the line. Get that working really well, and you will see results. Yeah. And then lean into your groups. Your accountability groups are the biggest asset to your business, because you've got the experience of the coach. You've got the back-end, because the coaches are meeting with us all the time. We've got a Slack channel for them where I'm constantly talking to all the coaches. They do a bi-weekly call with myself and Robin. We do training, we do discussions, we do new marketing, new campaigns. So they're constantly evolving and growing as well with you. And then you've got everybody else in your group that's helping you achieve your goals. So make sure that you set goals. We covered that on the 12-month custom marketing plan. If you don't set goals, you're never going to hit those goals. So set the goals, make sure you know what tasks you've got to complete to achieve those goals, and then be held accountable. Turn up for those weekly meetings, okay? Make sure you've blocked off time before and after those week meetings, because you don't want to be driving to a client or from a client or anything. You want to be prepared. You want to be in front of the computer. It's the best hour investment per week that you can make, because that can make you hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, whereas a client can, maybe 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000 over a lifetime. But, this is going to get you thousands of clients by getting the help from your group. So carry on with those. We are here if you need us. The coach is there always. Don't forget, make use of your one-on-ones. You get 2 per quarter. We've got 6 weeks left of this quarter. So, make use of those one-on-ones if you haven't used them so far. We've got some great coaches out there. Charles Swihart, I'm about to put him in the dashboard, the Better Your Best winner. And we'll get him as one of the available one-on-one coaches as well. So lots of great resources. You're going to, the only other thing is I'd like you to do is come to the road shows, come to all our events in person. Okay, so if you move up to Producers Club, please come to all the Producers Club events in person. That's the best value that you'll get. Come to the road show. I am going to be doing an accelerators workshop again. I did one last year. I did the one at boot camp. I will be doing something for the road shows as well. So come to the road show in person and come to boot camp in person. And like I said, once you move into Producers Club, come to all the Producers Club meetings. We have great fun there as well. But lots of great stuff going on there. Anybody got anything for the final 5 minutes before we cast you all adrift?
I got a question. I know we probably covered this. We're starting an aspirin. We're doing the aspirin. It took a long time for our list to get cleaned.
Mhm.
I never had a list before, so this is all new. So they're telling me that this little 6x9 is $3.80 to send.
Is that a padded one?
It's a bubble padded.
You don't use the bubble ones. You know, the ones that are sort of like multi-layers of paper.
I've tried and I cannot find those. I've actually corresponded with Coach and they've told me to use this one, so I wasn't sure what to do.
The problem that we're seeing with some of the post offices, if it's bubble wrap inside, they will they class that now as a parcel.
Yeah.
And that's the $3, whereas the other one, and Tom's waving his hand, so.
Because Mark, I've done both of them because I did the padded one that you're talking about first. They charged me $3.80. So then I went and they said because it wasn't flexible enough. Then I went and I got the one with the cover on it, bubble wrap that was flexible. They said that was $3.80 because it would get ripped up in the machines. They said anything you're using right now is $3.80 because it's considered a parcel that has any type of thickness to it. So if you want to go to getting the letter rate, which is like the $1.40, you need to use a paper envelope and just put it in there and mail it out. So I've been at 3 different post offices dealing with this whole thing, what's going on, and they lose them all anyway, so don't really.
A 6x9 envelope, Tom, not a number 10, right?
But the one was 6x9, which is actually considered a letter. The next one I used was 6x10, and they consider
That's
that
a parcel.
right. So
yeah,
whatever way I went, they're called number 0 mailers. I went to Staples, I went to Uline, bought them all different places, different post offices. They're all same thing, $3.80. Unless I go to a paper.
Hey guys, I was going through the queue because I've ran into the same problem, and I found a posting. A lot of people, I don't know if you can see it with my background, are using these Dew Point Tyvek envelopes. They're thinner. We started using them. I mail one to myself every week, and the aspirin hasn't been crushed yet, but I get these out with a single stamp on them.
Can you say that again, Brian?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat too. It's Dew Point, D-U-P-O-N-T, Tyvek, T-Y-V-E-X.
Right.
But yeah, they're going out with just a single everyday stamp on them.
Just a regular forever stamp?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
What size is that? 6x9?
Yeah, 6x9.
That's what we need.
Hey, Greg, I just bought the 6x9 over at Walmart for 77 cents, and I mailed them with 3 stamps on it, and they had no problem with it. I mean, they weighed it and everything for me. So, but it's the padded one, just like in the. That worked fine.
Like I said, every post office is different, and different days of the week will be different as well.
Right.
Well, we use the same envelope, and we did the closer look. Corwin did that a while back with a little eyeglass in it, whatever it was.
Yeah, the magnifying glass.
Yeah, so we did it, and at that point they took it with the 3 stamps on it. Now all of a sudden it's like that envelope won't take 3 stamps. Now it's $3.80. It's a parcel, no matter where I go. So originally they were taking it. Now they're not.
Well, the other thing I'm doing is I'm not talking to the people at the post office. I'm just dropping a stamp on it and putting it in the mail. And if they kick them back, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but then of course, I talked to the post office. They said, well, they might charge your customer. They might say post.
Yeah, they may do that, and I've even seen it. Somebody's taken it to the post office, and the post office said it's $1.10, and then
I've seen that.
So they said great, and they put it all in there, and then the post office, somebody else at the post office decided it's a different price and charge the customer. They don't have a set standard. It's made up by anybody and everyone. But sounds like Brian's got the one that's working consistently so far.
I like that idea, so we'll give it a shot. I've got these. I'll put these out for this one, and then we'll go from there. Thank you.
Cool.
So Mark, I found an envelope that has a back window to it. What do you think about taking these, putting them in, and having the aspirin show through the back window?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, so the whole idea, you know, everything we do with marketing is selling to the next step. And the reason that we wanted to use an envelope, you know, as the one that we're sort of recommending is it doesn't look like a bill and it doesn't look like junk mail. It's handwritten, it doesn't have a label and everything else. Now, having that, you know, I can't remember, does the Godfather doesn't use the clear envelope, but I've seen people using clear envelopes before with the Godfather. It's all about, see, all the envelope's doing is selling them on opening it and taking the thing out to read it, and the headline will sell them on reading the next step, etc., etc. So having that and seeing the aspirin will get their curiosity, yeah, and you know, more likely to get it open. As with everything marketing, test it, but yeah, I would think that would work well.
Well, they without a doubt only cost a forever stamp 55 cents.
Right.
And
if they can protect the aspirin, yeah, if you're protecting the aspirin, then you should be okay.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions? Okay, I am going to send you off into the sunset. Please finish your 90-day checklist. Please do the essay and send that in by Friday, 5 p.m. And then please also have an awesome Memorial Day weekend, except for
Mark,
Kelly, because it's not there.
Mark, before everybody goes, can I tell you guys something that's not related to Robin Robbins for once?
Of course you can.
Well, some of you know that I'm a professional musician, and we're going to live stream a concert on Monday evening from 8 till 10 Eastern Standard Time. It's a really, really great band, and I'd just like to post a link to it in chat in case you guys want to come and join us. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
put it in the group queue, Jim.
Okay. I'm going to stick it on here too, and then I'll just put it in the group queue
Yeah.
also. Awesome. Well, happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a great pleasure, and we will see you around. We're still here.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
In touch.
Stay
Stay
safe.
connected.